The engines were already humming. Marcus Bellamy, a tech millionaire who'd never missed a flight in his life, was steps away from boarding his private jet. The air was crisp. His team had double-checked everything. Nothing seemed wrong. Until a little black girl in a yellow sundress, 2 braids, and scuffed sneakers, slipped through a gap in the airport fence, walked straight up to him, and whispered 5 chilling words. "Don't ride the plane." Security rushed in. The pilots waved him forward. His assistant urged him not to be late, but something in that girl's eyes stopped him, and when the jet exploded 17 minutes after takeoff, with everyone on board, Marcus knew this wasn't a random warning. This was something deeper, something no camera could explain. And the girl, she vanished without a trace. But that was just the beginning. Marcus Bellamy didn't believe in fate. He believed in logic, numbers, and code. The man had built a billion-dollar app from a college dorm. By 35, he owned 5 companies, 3 homes, and 1 private jet. That morning was supposed to be routine. Atlanta to Aspen. Business brunch. Press photos. A new investment announcement. Marcus was dressed sharp. Midnight blue suit, Italian, leather shoes. His phone buzzed non-stop as he strode across the tarmac. His assistant trailed behind, rattling off updates. Fuel. Check weather. Clear skies. Flight plan. Filed and confirmed. He barely noticed the little girl at first. She was standing on the other side of the fence, behind a patch of weeds, staring straight at him, like she'd been waiting all morning. No parents in sight. No bags. Just her, standing still, with an eerie calmness. Then she moved, slipped through a gap in the fence nobody knew existed. Security reacted fast, too fast. One guard reached for his belt. The girl didn't flinch, didn't run. She walked right up to Marcus, stood on her tiptoes, and whispered, "Don't ride the plane." Everything paused. Marcus blinked. "What did you just say?" "Don't ride the plane," she repeated. Then she let security take her without a word. His assistant stared. What the hell was that? Marcus looked at the plane, then at the girl. She was being dragged back toward the fence.com, as ever. Not a tear, not a sound, just those eyes, locked on his. He should have boarded. That's what everyone expected. Instead, for the first time in a decade, he listened to a gut feeling. "I'm not getting on," Marcus said. The silence around him was deafening. His assistant protested. "Sir, this flight is scheduled. The investors are cancel the flight now." The captain stepped down from the stairs. "Is there a problem, Mr. Bellamy?" Marcus didn't answer. He was already walking back to the terminal. 32 minutes later, his phone buzzed. Then every screen at the gate lit up. Flight CRX 801. His jet had disappeared from radar. 17 minutes after takeoff, over rural Tennessee, it exploded. The jet's black box revealed no warnings, no distress calls. Just a sudden failure. Mid-air. Every soul on board gone. His assistant collapsed in tears. One of the passengers was her fiancé. Marcus felt his entire world stop. Not because he missed the flight, but because he knew the reason he was alive was that girl. Airport security reviewed the footage. No sign of her. No breach in the fence. The gap she entered through, still sealed. The camera covering that stretch glitched. Every witness, the pilot, the assistant, 3 crew members, swore they saw her. Yellow dress, brown braids, bare feet. But the footage said she never existed. For weeks, Marcus couldn't sleep. The media branded it a miracle. Tech mogul cheats death. Mystery girl saves millionaire. Guardian angel on the runway. But Marcus didn't care about headlines. He needed answers. He hired private investigators, reviewed flight logs, cross-checked every missing child's case in Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. Nothing. And yet, strange things kept happening. One morning he left his penthouse 30 seconds late due to a spilled espresso, only to watch a scaffolding collapse on the sidewalk where he normally walked. Another day, he pulled over to take a call and missed a 6-car pileup by less than a mile. Each time, he'd feel a flicker of something, like she was near. Once, In a hotel lobby mirror, he swore he saw her reflection standing behind him. But when he turned empty, a year passed. Marcus had changed. He sold the jet, shut down 2 companies. He stopped chasing deals and started investing in people, food banks, shelters, tech education for underprivileged youth. At a fundraiser, an elderly woman handed him a child's crayon drawing. No name, no return address, just a simple sketch. A man beside a burning plane, and in the corner, a stick figure in yellow. That night, he cried for the first time in years, not because he was afraid, but because he knew. She wasn't just saving him, she was guiding him. Then came the night he met Leela, a grieving mother. Her daughter Amara had vanished 2 years ago. 7 years old, brown skin, yellow dress. Marcus showed her the sketch, the photos, the news clippings. Leela shook her head slowly. That's not my daughter. But, ... it looks like her. He didn't know what to say, just whispered, whoever she is, she saved my life. Leela smiled sadly. Maybe she's still saving others. And maybe she was. Marcus began to notice a pattern. Every time he tried to return to his old life, a risky investment, a shady merger, a luxurious temptation, something stopped him. Something or someone. Wasn't a ghost. She wasn't a hallucination. She was a whisper in the chaos, a guardian, a compass. And he listened. He founded Amara Foundation schools, shelters, and trauma clinics, named after the little girl he never found, but always remembered. He never flew private again. Never ignored a gut feeling again. And sometimes, in quiet moments, he still sees her, by the edge of a crowd, in a store window, across a street, not older, never closer, just watching, waiting. Because the day Marcus Bellamy ignored 5 little words, he wouldn't be here to tell this story. And neither would I. Engaging CTA to drive views, likes, and subscribers. If that gave you chills, imagine what's coming next. At World Tales, we bring you the most unbelievable, spine-tingling, true and inspired stories. The kind you'll want to watch till the very last second. So, if you believe in fate, mystery, and moments that defy logic, subscribe to World Tales. Like this video. If you'd have listened to the girl, comment below. Was she a ghost, an angel, or something else entirely? And remember, sometimes, the smallest whisper can change the loudest destiny. We'll see you in the next tale. 5.